Namaste, good morning. Thank you for joining me today for practice. As always, please practice according to your conditions. Feel free to leave out the variations and modify as you need to. I'll try to introduce them as well. And as always, please remember this practice as an offering to make it even more meaningful. Send out your love to all beings, especially those who can't practice. Imagine they're experiencing this through your body. So on that note, let's begin. Close your eyes. Go inward. Nothing to do, nothing to seek. Everything you need is already within. Let's start with the sound of Om 3 times to attract divine attention. Imagine you are everywhere. Fix your mind on God alone. Rest your thoughts in God alone. And in God you will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering, and enjoy this practice through our senses. May we acquire a strong desire for liberation from pain and suffering, and may we cherish no ill feelings against each other, only peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let's start off with a mantra for purification. If you know it, you can do it along with me. If not, just imagine you're chanting it through the voice of the Guru, and you derive all the benefits of the purification of this space, the grounds, and all the psychic channels within. Om Pavitraha Pavitra Va Sawa Vashtanga Topi Va Yaha Smrit Pandrikaksham Sabaya Bihantraha Sjihi. Om Pavitraha Pavitra Va Sawa Vashtanga Topi Va Yaha Smrit Pandrikaksham Sabaya Bhyantraha Sjihi. Om Pavitraha Pavitra Va Sawa Vashtanga Topi Va Yaha Smrit Pandrikaksham Sabaya Bhyantraha Sjihi. So now let's do a breathing technique called square breathing. So this helps also to improve your visualization skills. Visualization helps to cultivate the imagine. And the more imagination you have, the more you're able to realize for yourself. So imagine you're chasing the outline of a box with your breath. So on the inhale, you go up from one corner to the top corner, say the left edge, exhale, inhale up one edge, hold the breath across the top, exhale down the opposite edge, hold the breath out as you go back to the origin. So inhale, hold the breath, exhale, hold the breath out on empty, in other words. So just do this a few times. Let's try to visualize again the breath just making that outline. Just keep on just trying to picture that. Keep your mind fixed on that box. So just sitting with both hands in Yana Mudra, second finger and thumb connected, other 3 fingers extended, resting on your knees. Sitting up very tall and straight. Close the eyes. Breathe out completely. 8 counts on each side. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. hold across the top edge. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale down the opposite side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold the breath out as you go back to the origin. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale up. Inflate fully the lungs. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold the breath as you go across the top. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale down the opposite side. 2, 3, 4. Try to be completely empty by the 8 count. 6, 7, 8. Hold the breath out on empty as you return to the start. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more together. Inhale up. Hold the breath across the top edge. Keep watching the breath moving, tracing that line. Exhale down the opposite side. Gradually exhale. On empty, hold the breath out as you go back to the start. Do a few more rounds on your own. Keep the count steady, about 8 counts per side. Keep on watching constantly that outline of that box being traced. If your mind wanders away, have no concern. Be unjudging, just keep trying, pull your mind back to that box being traced. Settle your mind on this image, nothing else exists. Feel the lungs inflating gradually. Nice deep in breath. So you can hold it all in to go across the top edge. Exhale, deflate, completely empty all your lungs by the 8th count. And on empty, come back to the origin. Next time you come back to the origin, conclude. So don't rush it, keep on tracing that outline. Just take a moment when you're done. Just notice the effect on the mind, the emotion, on the body, and the emotions. Now, let's begin the practice. Come to standing. Start off by charging the body with your breath, with earth's energy. Bring the feet about 10 inches apart. Raise your arms above the head. On the inhale, bring the earth's energy right up from the soles of feet, right up to the fingertips. Watch it rising up. Visualize again. Use your imagination. Then holding at the fingertips, hold the breath. Exhale all the way back down. Watch the movement of the breath and the energy throughout the body. Inhale again, pull the earth's energy right up from the soles of feet, right up to the fingertips. Use your attention to attract it to the fingertips. Then hold it there, hold the breath. Exhale all the way back down. Feel as though that earth's energy was flushing right down throughout the body. And last time, inhale, pull the earth's energy right up to the fingertips, feeling it charge up the body. Holding it all at the fingertips, hold the breath. Exhale, feel fully charged as the breath goes all the way back down. And then bring your arms down. Let's continue with the exercises in order to help to promote even more release of the impurities from the body through generation of heat. So do the exercises with energy, with vigor, and do the breathing with lots of breath here. So inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, down, up, 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 down. Inhale, straight up. Spread the fingers. Exhale, pull down, form the hands and fists. Strong movement. Now out in front of the body. Exhale, pull in. Same movements with the hands. And now swing your arms back and forth. Try to throw the arms back behind the ears. Loosen up the shoulders. And release. Now arms come across the chest. Feels like you're trying to get the armpits to meet in front of the body. Exhale, float the arms back. The inhale happens automatically as you come back to the center with the arms. Now, arms up over the head, inhale. Exhale, toss the body down. Stay down on this one, allow the body to stop shaking. And then come back up. Next one is a squat. So you don't have to go down all the way, just go down according to the condition of your knees. Inhale, reach up over the head. Exhale, come down. So come down again, halfway if you need to. Be mindful of your limitations. Press right back up. Now take hold of the opposite elbows here and twist from side to side. Exhale as you complete the twist. The inhale happens automatically to come back to the center. And release. Bring your arms down. Next one, another squatting exercise. 4 movements. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, down. Inhale, straight up. Exhale, circle the arms down. Arms out in front of the body, starting position. Inhale, circle all the way to the front to form full rounds. Exhale, pull in and punch right back out. Imagine your arms are spring-loaded. Now, arms drop by the sides of the body. Same movement, but you're going a full circle and a quarter around. Inhale, circle to the front. Exhale, pull in and drop the arms back down. And release. Bring your arms up over the head now. Working the waist. Go from side to side. Exhale to go from, exhale, go left. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go to the right. And come back to the center. This one's a little bit deeper. Open up the legs a little bit for balance. Bring, point the toes out. Left arm up, inhale. Go to the right. Hold the breath a little bit deeper if you can through the stretch. Exhale, come back. Inhale, right, raise your right arm up. Hold the breath, go to the left. Again, slide your hand further down the leg. Increase the stretch. And then come back on the exhale. Continue. Move with mindfulness. Practice in a way that feels good, as most beneficial as possible to your body, so that what you transmit is the best of the best. Imagine all beings experiencing this through your body. Just look in the perfect balance of strength and drive and effort, but bouncing out as need be with softness and surrender when it's called for. If you hurt yourself, imagine you're hurting the Lord, and as the Lord is present through all beings, then you don't want to be transmitting pain and suffering and anxiety. Graceful movements. Imagine your grass bending in the wind, not rigid, not brittle. Being pliable in both the body and the mind. And last one, bend, reach. Come down onto the hands and knees, coming into table position. This one just really works the muscles of the core and to fire them up to build a little bit of heat in there. Inhale, arch the back, exhale, round the back. Inhale, push the belly button down. Exhale, throw it through the lower back. Inhale, now off the chest, bring it down and forward. Exhale, push it right up to your shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, try not to jam up the back of the neck or the lower back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, make sure you don't close off the airway completely. Bring your chin in. Inhale, stretch the belly skin. Exhale, back skin. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Powerful movements. Exhale. Inhale. Get graceful at the same time. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Now come back to neutral back. Raise your right leg up. And then swing it out to the right. Roll the leg up on the inhale. Again, do according to your condition. Just trying to loosen the hip here. the shoulder when it comes forward. And then the other side, left leg up. Swing it out to the left. Bring head back. Swing the leg as high as you can as it goes up. Again, be mindful of your back and your hip. And release. Now let's make our way onto the belly. Bring your hands down, stack them on top of one another in front of you, and bring the forehead on the hands. Now inhale, we're going to lift just the upper back up. So the chest up, elbows go out to the side. Exhale and come across the middle, so you're trying to touch them in front of you. Inhale up and slide the arms the other way, the other arm crosses in front. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale. Down. Up. Down. Exhale. Up. And down. Engage your buttocks and your upper back. Up. And down. Up. Anchor down through the hips and feet. Down. And the thighs. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. And down. And then just rest your forehead on your hands. Stack one on top of the other. Breathe in. Breathe out. Soften. Next one, bring your arms in front. So there's a few options here, a couple of options. Inhale, raise the legs and the arms at the same time. Exhale, come down. If you're feeling a little bit more energetic and you can, and this, it works for you, you can swing the legs up. As the legs come down, your chest comes down. As the legs come down, you push into your chest and it propels you up the upper body. So you can do that as well. Okay, so again, according to what you're able to. Don't use your hands too much. Use the motion of the body swinging. To get more height. And relax. Forehead on the hands again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Soften everything. Now bring your hands underneath the shoulders. Press up into table and send your seat all the way back behind the heels. 4 movements for the next one. Inhale, come up into high cat, round your back. Exhale, cobra, hips drop between hands, chest forward, head back. Inhale, back into high cat, round your back, tuck the chin in. Exhale, the seat behind the heels. Inhale, come up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back up. Exhale, all the way back. Feels, imagine your skin was transparent. You can see right through. Exhale, forward. You can see this movement in the spine. And back. Try not to have any sharp angles or discontinuities or kinks in the spine anywhere along the way. And back up, inhale. Exhale, back. And then up. Forward. Up. And back. Try to picture what your body looks like moving in your imagination. Try to make the movement as graceful and fluid as possible. Up. And back. Inhale, rounding. Exhale, arching. And flexing. Inhale, back up. Rounding. Exhale, lengthening. Flattening. Up. Forward. Up. And back. Up. Powerful movements. Forward. Up. And back. Imagine you're a wave emerging from the ocean, coming up. Reaching full heights. And then cresting. And then coming all the way back. Disappearing into the water again. Up. Forward. Up. Return in child's pose. Breathe in. Exhale, relax, breathe out. Learn to turn off the effort completely in an instant. Now, next one, we're going to slide into Cobra, or I'll show another entry if it's more suitable. So if you're sliding, you pull the arms towards you, or the floor towards you with your arms. Come forward and hold the pose in Cobra. Hold the pose, hold the breath. Bhujangasana. Exhale, return. Seat all the way back behind the heels. If you'd rather, you can come up into baby plank on an inhale. Drop the hips between your hands. Roll the shoulders back, lift the head. Hold the breath again, Cobra. Exhale, all the way back. Inhale, glide forward, brush your nose to the ground as you come forward. Raise the head, imagine looking out at the world. Move like in the serpent. Exhale, back. 3 times plus of those who can copy your teacher physically, mentally, and spiritually. So imagine the snake is your teacher in this case. Be regal and wise. Just like the snake, just be so sweet. Those qualities with it. Exhale all the way back, uncoiling back. Inhale. Once you arrive, everything stops. The body, the mind, fluctuations and emotions as though they were frozen. Exhale, pull back. Inhale. Train yourself to be in a mindset of witness, unperturbed, unfazed, unchanging, unjudging, no matter what happens in back. Inhale. If you like here, you can bring the feet up. Try to bring the feet to the head, King Cobra. You can come onto your fingertips as well. Sometimes it gives you more of a height advantage. Exhale, back. All options as always. Inhale, come forward. Lift up on the fingertips. Bring the head back. And back, exhale. Inhale. Propel yourself forward, more power knees by pulling against the floor. So you're trying to pull the floor towards you. And back, exhale. Inhale. Really squeeze the shins, the calves against the thighs, the backs of thighs. If you're doing the King Cobra, and back. Inhale. Hold the breath. Put in the best effort that you can. Even if you don't arrive at the pose that you're trying to attain. Just keep practicing. Perhaps one day the body will obey. One last time. Inhale, come up. Pause. Everything stops again. Exhale, return. Child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. Drop everything out of the body, all the effort. And then slide forward onto the belly, hip onto the back. Now inhale, stretch the arms and legs. Exhale, pull in, come into tuck. Release the shoulders, chin to the knees. Inhale, reach. Exhale, come into tuck. Make yourself as compact as possible. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Make the body taut. Exhale, pull in, tuck. Inhale. And tuck. Inhale. And tuck. Inhale. And tuck. Inhale. Exhale, tuck. Breathing's a little bit different now. Inhale, reach out. Spread your fingers, spread the toes. Hold the breath. Hold the breath this time and tuck. Bring your shoulders up to the knees, your forehead to the hands, your thumbs, and over top your knees. Heels to the feet. Exhale, release. And relax. Inhale, stretch. Pull in and tuck. Hold the breath. Everything stops again. Attention to the space between your eyebrows. can press your forehead to your thumbs. Exhale back. Inhale, reach. Hold the breath and tuck. You want to squeeze the elbows to the outside of the body. Bring your shoulders up to meet the knees. Your hands over top of the knees. Chin between them. Exhale, release. Inhale. Hold and tuck. Make your body look like a fist. Very small, very tight. Exhale, release. Keep the mind calm. You know there's the body's in intention. Reach up and pull in, tuck. And release. Inhale, reach. Hold the breath and tuck. Exhale. Inhale, guess the body's intention when you stretch out, and then compress everything, compact. And release. Last time. Inhale, stretch out. Hold the breath and tuck very, very tightly. Release. Stay in Shavasana for a moment. Breathe in. Exhale. Imagine you're fainting. Let go of all struggle, all tension, all fatigue. Bring your arms up over the head. Swing your legs over your head for top pose if you can. And bring your legs down. And see if you can sit up without lifting your heels up off the ground. Pull the body down onto your legs and roll back. So if you need your momentum from your legs coming down to sit up, it's okay too. Do whatever you need to come into the movement more easily. Try to keep your legs straight, but try to keep the movements fluid, rolling in and out. Try not to have big thuds as you land your body back onto the mat. Roll down bit by bit. Legs come over the head, and when legs come down again, no big heavy landing of the heel on the ground. All the way back, and all the way down. Come up. Drape your body over your legs. One more. All the way back. And come up. So you're going to roll into plow one more time and get ready to stand. Keep the legs over the head, and when you come down, bend your knees, bend your feet, and roll right up to standing. So now we're going to get a little bit more warm. Finish the warm up with Surya Namaskar. So now stand at the top of the mat, hands to the heart. You, as always, come back to the intention of offering up the practice, something higher and greater than just the satisfaction of your own needs and desires. Imagine this as your divine duty to all beings everywhere. All beings experiencing the benefits through your body. Reach up and back. Fold down over the legs, chest on the sides, head down. Bend your knees if you need to, bring hands flat on the ground and the right foot back. Lower the knee down, sink down to the seat. Come into high plank. Lower down, Ashtanga Namaskar, knees, chest, forehead down. Lie between the arms, coming up into Cobra, shoulders back, head back. Roll over your toes, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Melt the heart down between your, melt the heart down towards the ground. Just stay here for a moment, just bounce a little bit through the chest, try to make a steep curve behind your head. If you can, bring your chest closer, maybe the forehead or the chin will come down to the ground. Keep the arms long. Feel like a dog stretching its back. Look forward, bring the right foot forward. If it feels difficult, lower the back knee. If the foot doesn't make it all the way, just assist it forward with the right hand. Push the seat in, lift the chest. Then bring the feet back together, chest on the thighs, head down. Come right to stand, reach up and back, hips forward, hands back to the heart. Raise your arms over the head, reach back. Come down into Uttanasana again, bend your knees as much as you need to bring your hands flat. Left foot back, sink down to the seat. Come back into high plank, lower down knees, chest, forehead. Come up into Cobra, pull the shoulders back. Bring the feet together, look like a snake here. Imagine having that boundless range of motion. Copy the form physically, mentally. Again, see God in the form. And how God manifests in each form is unique in every being. Pull the seat up and back and sink the heart. Just celebrate and revere all forms. Again, melt the heart a little bit. Head touching the ground if you can. And look forward, left foot steps forward to the hands. Lower the knees, sink down to the seat. Bring the feet back together, Uttanasana, chest on the thighs, head down. Come right up to standing, reach up and back. Hands back to the heart. And go up and back, hips forward, engage the buttocks, engage the upper back muscles to help support the movement. And come down into Uttanasana. Right foot back, sink down to the seat. Come back into high plank. Lower down knees, chest, and forehead. Come forward into upward face, into cobra. Back into downward facing dog. And then right foot steps. Softly landing it, not making big noises, no big heavy thuds of feet landing between the hands. Come all the way up. Hands back to the heart, together with the heart. Reach up again. Move in a way that's pleasant to watch, that is not agitating or jarring. No jerky movements. Left foot back. Into the plank. Lower down. Glide through between your arms. Make this divine dance, devotion, and love. Bring the seat up and back. Left foot forward. Keep thinking this is an offering to God and to all beings. Pull the feet together, chest on the thighs. Come right up to standing, arch back. Hands back to the heart. Pull the arms up over the head. Come down into Uttanasana. Chest on the thighs, join the hands, extend the hands back further, push the chest forward, and push the body against the legs. If you can straighten your legs. Keep your belly glued to the thighs. Head comes towards the feet. And then release the hands, bring the right foot back. Lower the knee down, sink down to the seat. Bring your arms up, Kapyasana. Make like a crescent moon shape with your body. Pull the arms back, arch the back. And then bring the hands back down. From here, lean the left leg all the way up and back. If you can, three-legged dog. Come forward to high plank. And then squeeze your elbows by the sides of the body. Come down with your chest. If you need to, you can always bring your knee down at the same time. Come up into cobra. Roll the head back. Back into downward facing dog. Sink the heart towards the ground. Right leg comes up. Watch the body moving with grace and ease in your mind. Right foot steps between your hands. Lower the seat. Raise your arms above the head. Bury your mind deep in the heart. With an intention to love, and the body will move with even more grace and ease. Bring the feet back together. Chest on the thighs. Join the hands behind the back. And plunge the head down towards the earth. Imagine your chest trying to get beyond the knees. Pull the hands over the head. Stretch. Again, according to your condition, be mindful of your shoulders if you have any shoulder issues. Reach up and back. Hands back to the heart. One more like that. Reach your arms up over the head. Come down into Uttanasana. Chest on the thighs. Join hands behind the back. Extend to the crown and dive down deeply. Uttanasana. And then bring your hands down. Left foot back. Lower the knee down. Sink down to the seat. Arms up over the head. Pull the arms back over the head. Arch. Telescope your body above your hips. And then come back. Plant your hands. Swing the right leg all the way up and back. Three-legged dog. Come forward to high plank. Elbows coming close to the body as you lower down. Again, if you need to, you bring your knee down as soon as you need to. Then come up into cobra. Shoulders back. Make sure your neck stays long. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Head comes towards the ground. Left foot comes up. Send the foot between the hands. Back knee down, sink down to the seat. Raise your arms up over the head. Arch back. And then bring the hands back down. Step the feet back together. Chest on the thighs. Pull the arms back and go down. Right, dive down deeply. Release the arms. Come all the way up over the head. Hands back to the heart. Good. One more variation. Reach your arms up over the head, arch back as you see fit. Come forward and down into Uttanasana. Chest on the thighs. Lift the head and chest, press into your hands. Back into Chaturanga. You can hop or walk back or come right onto your belly. Into upward facing dog. So try to lift your hips away from the ground if you can. Bring your head back, nose up, make like a dog howling at the moon. Pull the body, the lower back, push the lower back in and raise the chest. Roll over your toes, back into downward facing dog again. Be like a dog. Imagine you're stretching its back, stretching your back like a dog does. And demonstrate the loyalty of the dog to its master. Lift the heels, bend the knees. Bring your feet forward, hopping or walking. Then pull the body down onto your legs. Head comes towards the feet. Bring the arms up over the head. Pull the arms up and back. Hands back to the heart. And one last time. Reach up, hips forward, stretch the whole front of the body. Approach your true nature. Spacious as possible. Infinite. Boundless. Lift head and chest. Send your hands, bend your elbows as you go back so you don't land to the big jarring movements. Come into upward facing dog. Roll back into downward facing dog. Melt the heart now. Roll between two poses. Round the back, tuck the chin in. So you can make your way into upward facing dog. Push the shoulders back. Uncoiling. Exhale, round your back. And then melt the heart. One last time. Roll over your toes. Tuck the tail. And then uncoil gracefully. Back neck long, lower back, no wrinkles. Then back into downward facing dog. Lift the heels, bend the knees, look between your hands. Bring your feet forward, softly hopping or walking. Pull the body down onto your legs. Come all the way up to standing, arch back. Bring the hands back to the heart. Take a deep breath in here from the heart up to the space between the eyebrows. Exhale back down to the heart. Remain established in divine love. Connect body to mind so that all actions, thoughts, and words are driven by compassion and love. And release. So let's come into some standing poses here. Standing on the left foot first. Bring the right foot up. Let's try tree. So you can either just bring your foot against your thigh like so. If you're having trouble bouncing, you can keep your foot on the ground, turn your knee out. If you have a lotus, you can do your lotus. You can hold the foot with one hand if you need to. Otherwise, push the edge of the foot into the hip crease if you're doing that version, or push the foot into the inseam of the leg if you're doing the conventional tree. Raise your arms up. Lift up nice and high. Look up as though they are yours to do your service at all times. Now from here, bring the arms down. Take hold of the foot from the inside, the heel, thumb behind the heel, and bring the right leg and the left arm up at the same time if you can. Ballet pose. If you're more flexible, pull the foot up higher, close to the shoulder, so you look like a letter Y. Lean a little bit to your left to get your fingers and toes at the same height. Or your arms might be a little bit lower at the height of the shoulders. Try to keep your legs straight. You need to hold on to the underside of the lower leg. Good. And then from here, release. Try it on either side. Plant down, see the right foot, anchor down to the toes. Imagine they're the roots of your tree, and you can come back into your regular tree or any variation suitable for you. Come up, find a pose, you find steadiness. Imagine your tree reaching up to light, to try to get more light and sun into you, warmth into you. So you can be more abundant in your own offerings. Always set your sight high in every sense. Bring your arms down, prepare for ballet pose. Take hold of the inside heel and come up. Be magnificent. Be poised and graceful, just like the ballet dancer. Whatever happens, be unconcerned. Just do your best. Just try again if you fall out. come to the back end of the mat. We're going to start off with actually hummingbird. So bend your knees, land your belly on your thighs, bring the hands behind the back. Slide the right foot back, and bring your right heel up towards the seat, the toes pointing up. Your head down towards the ground, close to the height of the knee. Good. From here you can switch into a twist. Bring the right elbow to the outside of the left leg, and then bring the left arm back. If you want, you can try to extend the leg. Whoops, I didn't do that very well. So keep your concentration, focus down onto the ground on the point, and raise the leg up. And then bring the left hand down to the ground. So you can keep your knee bent as you need to. Open up to the right. And then from here into Adho Chandrasana, turn to the right fully. Bring the right arm up. You can do this on your shin even. Bring your left leg down. You come onto your knee if you need to. So again, use your imagination to find a form that is suitable for you. And from here, release. Come down with the right foot. Bring your feet apart a little bit. Hang down for a moment. Breathe in. Extend forward. Exhale. Just feels like you dropped all of the fatigue out of the body. Move your feet back together. Try it on the other foot now. So, belly on your thighs, arms back, behind and up, behind your head. Slide your left foot back. You can even stay here if you're having trouble balancing, or see if you can get to your left knee up. Your heels close to the seat, your toes are pointed. Think of a hummingbird, they're very small, delicate creatures. Make yourself embody those characteristics. Then from here, see if you can reach across, left elbow to the outside of the right knee, and right arm back. If you want, you can extend your leg. If you need to, you can place your left hand on the ground in front. Again, just do what you need to find the balance. Now bring the right fingertips down in front of the right foot. Turn to your left, Adho Chandrasana. Can raise the leg up a little bit higher. You can always bring the right knee on the ground if you need to. And from here, break the pose. Bring the foot back down. Inhale, extend head forward. Exhale, flop the head down. Now from here, plant the hands. Walk your feet back. Back into downward facing dog here. And then the left foot steps forward. Back knee down, sink down to the seat. Get your hips nice and low. Bring your hands to the front knee. Lean away from the leg. Drop your hips down as much as you can. Curl the tail under. So as much as possible, your seat is very close to the front heel. Your knees a little bit over your toe. If it's too much, you move your foot out a little bit. Okay, so you don't have as much of an angle in your knee. And from here, you can bring your arms up. Kapyasana, or you can hold opposite elbows if that's better for you. Just allow your head to fall back in your arms if you're doing this movement. Pull the body by the hips. Exhale, sink forward again. Stay long in the lower back. You can extend your arms as well for the full pose. Try to make a crescent shape with your body. Push your chest up. If you bring your head back, try to see if your fingers are in the same line as your arms. Same angle, no bends, no discontinuities. And then from here, press your hands into your front thigh. Come up a little bit higher. Slide your left foot in. Arms up to the side. Sukha Virabhadrasana first. Extend the arms and then left hand down, right arm up. Sukha Trikonasana. Push the left shoulder into the left knee. Raise the right arm up. If you want, you can take a bind. Right arm comes behind the back. Slide your left shoulder in, drop it down a little bit so you can get your whole arm underneath your leg. And you bind beside your seat, not over your seat. It's a little more of a reach. Bind against this, the left thigh on the just on the outside beside your hip, your seat. Right shoulder moves back. Option here to come up off your knee. Bend the toes under and lift your knee up off the ground. Bring your right side of the seat up. Straighten up the right leg. Your head close to the ground. And you come down. Turn your hips and chest forward and roll the left, pull the left knee out a little bit. And then fall to the right. Bring the right forearm down and then bring the left forearm down. Roll as you roll back to your left. If it's too much, again, you stay on your hands and keep telescoping your chest forward. Anchor down through the hips. Imagine you're doing a cobra here. Your knee stays close to the shoulder. This is why you move your foot out a little bit. If you can, you're on forearms. Imagine you're in Sphinx pose. And then maybe if you keep pulling your chest forward, your chest might come down to the ground eventually. Your shoulder right beside the foot. Again, make sure your knee doesn't pop out to the side. Align the knee with your foot. Now I'm going to come back up. Pull the left foot in a little bit. Bend the toes under, coming upright. Right arm up. Take the hand to the outside of the knee, left hand to the seat or the hip. Pull the hip down a little bit. Inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, look over your back shoulder. If you can reach back, lean back a little bit so you can take your hand to the heel. And now you push against the foot, you push against the knee to the right as you turn to your left. Keep your lower back pushing in and up. This is too easy for you, Parivita Parsvakonasana. I'm going to do it this way so you can see. Right arm up, and then twist to the left, bring the armpit down right against the knee on the outside. Left hand to the right, push into your hands, one into the other. Raise the belly up over your thigh if you can, and then roll the left shoulder all the way back, chest up. You can stay here if you like. You can take a bind if you know how to bind. Left arm goes over your back, and you hold the hand up from underneath. If you want to try to bound to revolve triangle, bend the toes under back foot, lift the knee, and then you spin on your feet, facing the long edge of the mat. Your right leg straightens. If you can, maybe the left leg as well eventually. If you're not taking the bind, it would look like this. Your hands still stand in front of the heart. Shouldn't be like near your shoulder. Should be in the center of the chest. The head comes down. Good. Okay, ready to break the pose. Turn forward, your left foot is still in front. Just keep your right hand, bring your right hand forward and in front of the shoulder a little bit. Come into Vasisthasana. You can just slide your left foot back, stack it in front of the right or on top, or lower down on the right knee. Push your hips forward, bring the left arm back. Feel as though you're being blown from behind like a kite. Keep your right arm strong, fully extended so you don't drop into your shoulder, don't sink down. Neck long. And then back into high plank. Just shift to the other side. Your left hand comes more in front of the nose. Come into Vasisthasana on that side. Push your hips forward again. Take the modifications as you need to by coming down on your left knee or stacking the feet on top of one another. Back into plank position and then move the right foot forward. Okay, starting off with your hips sinking down towards front heel. Press your hands into the knee and lean away from the leg. So imagine you telescope the body up out of the hips first. Sink down to the seat and then just roll the head back. You can take your arms up, holding your opposite elbows. Allow the head to rest in your arms and feel as though the head were very heavy. Try to get to the ground below, behind you. Or move into Kapiyasana. Stretch out the arms Look back, maybe at some point the index fingers will land right over the back toe. Keep pulling the body by the hips. Keep your seat forward and down for balance. And then come up. Press into the front knee, come more upright. Bring the right foot in a little bit. Turn to your left, Sukha Virabhadrasana. Shoulders and fingertips level. Look over the front hand. Keep your arms long and straight as you bring the right hand down, left arm up. Sukha Trikonasana. Push the shoulder against the knee. Pull the left arm back. If you want to take the bind, left arm comes down the back. Move your shoulder in a little bit. Dip down so you can get your full arm underneath. And then you're binding, just again, beside your seat on against the right thigh. From here, options, you press the left knee up off the left knee, come up with your left hip, straighten your left leg. Your head still close to the ground. Bound Trikonasana. And then release, bring hands down onto the ground. Look forward, slide your left foot back further. And just lower the knee down, fall to your left. Get your left front hip and the left forearm to anchor down if you can. Roll back to the right. Push the foot out a little bit more so the knee stays over the foot, and then continue to telescope your chest forward. And pull with your arms, try to get your chest forward. So further you go with your head and chest, the closer you get to the ground. Then she may be right on the ground. Feel as though you're very heavy in the hips. Cultivate your imagination and do all sorts of visualizations to help you go deeper. And now, get ready to come back up. Press into your hands. Slide the right foot back. So your legs are like a box at this point. Left arm up. Inhale and take your hands to the outside the knee, or the hand on the seat or on the hip. Roll the hip down. Inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, turn to look over your right shoulder. And if you want to lean back, take the hand to the inside of the heel. Now push the heel of the knee towards your left as you continue to turn towards the right. Either stay here, or if that's too easy, Sukha Parivita Parsvakonasana. Left arm up, dive down, take your hands again from the chest for Anjali Mudra, or fist in hand, right hand, right fist. Roll the right shoulder all the way back, turn the face and chest up. Try to get your whole body to turn upwards. Take a bind if you know the bind. Right arm over your back, hold it from underneath. Option to stay on your knee or lift up into bound revolve triangle. Looking down, bring the toes under the back foot, lift your knee, and spin so your feet are facing long into the mat. And then try to lift your left hip up all the way so your left leg straightens. Head stays down. Again, if you didn't take the bind, make sure your hands are centered from the chest. So push the right hand into the left and try to get your chest to your thumbs. Not, your hands shouldn't be by the shoulder. Push with your hands. Break the pose. Turn towards the front again, the right foot. Left hand stays where it is. Back into Vasisthasana. Lift the hips up. Push your hips forward. If you know other variations, go ahead. Slide your right toes back if you like. Spin on the heel of the palm. Come into Wild Thing. Make sure you don't drop into your shoulder. Keep the left arm extended. And come back into plank. Set up for the other side. Move the right hand more towards the center of the mat. Come into Vasisthasana on, going to your left on your right hand, right foot. Or slide your left toes back alongside the knees, spin on the left heel of the palm, the fingers turning towards the long edge of the center. Come into Vasisthasana, Wild Thing. Keep your hip up, your arm extended, and then get back. The same graceful way. From here, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. And then lower the knees down. Bring the forehead down, child's pose. Bring the seat back on the heels, breathe in. Again, soften, breathe out. Now take your hands alongside your feet. Press into the backs of the hands and then lift your seat up, coming into hare pose. Try to get your hips up over your knees. If it's too much sensation back of the neck, you can just move your head forward a little bit. Those you know how to get into headstand from here, you can do it with this. Advanced practitioners, just stay with your wrists and the back hands on the ground. Maybe easier to take one foot up at a time. So lead with one foot, come into a split. You keep your legs bent so that they're close to the body. You can keep your balance a little bit better. Or you can come with your legs straight if you feel ready. If it's too much, you bring your hands in tripod. So make sure your hands are in front where you can see them. Your arms are 90 degrees. You're doing tripod, not beside your head. So if you have your hands beside your head, it's going to be very difficult to balance. Move your hands back where you can see them. Option 2 is to just bring your knees against your elbows, just underneath the knees. Push your knees against your elbows and flick your toes up. And you're in this teddy bear, the precursor to headstand. Eventually bring your toes up higher and you move your knees closer to your shoulders along the upper arms. All these options, all the different ways that God manifests in the forms. Okay, so a couple more breaths here if you feel okay and steady. Just keep imagining a witness watching all of it. And then come down softly. Those in headstand, come down with control. Rest in child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Roll your way up. Find your way onto your back. Come more to the front of the mat. Legs stretched out. Roll right back into plow pose if you can. So roll back, push into your arms and send your feet back over your head. And keep your knees close to your shoulders the whole time. Try to move your hands together. Join your hands behind your back and then place your hands on your back. So if your elbows are out a little bit further, it might not get up as high. So if you try to move your elbows in a little bit more, you can take hold of your elbows if you can, and then bring your hands to your back and see if you can get your legs up. Push the feet towards the ceiling. If you don't notice, do a lotus. If it's too much, just bring your seat, rest onto your hands and keep your legs up. You do this against the wall too. Just sit against the wall, lie against the wall, and then just try to get your legs up on the wall, flat against the wall. Bring your mind into stillness. Another option. If you want to do something closer to the form, you can do bridge pose. Bring your seat close to your heels close to your seat. You lift your chest. You lift your hips. Your chest comes towards your chin, and you're very much in the same type of shape. So try to push your upper back forward a little bit, your chest forward.
shoulder stand, come into plow. Bring your feet back behind your head. Lower them down slowly. Your feet don't touch down. Keep your hands on your back. If you push into your seat a little bit, gently, you might be able to push your hips forward more so that your feet will eventually come down. Bring the attention inward again. Just try to imagine how God is reflecting this pose, all the divine qualities already within all of us. Just have to turn it on. Everything's already there. Getting ready to come out. So roll your legs down. As you see if you can bring your hands just behind your back, the palms flat on the ground. And then eventually your seat will land on your wrists. If you can, as your legs are coming down, stop halfway. Push your elbows in a little bit, push your shoulders back, lift your chest, arch your back by bringing the top head to the ground. If it's too much, keep your legs up, bring your legs all the way to the ground, but still sit on your hands. Your chest is still up, the top head's still down. Bust your good breath. Plant your feet down beside your seat if they weren't already, behind your, against your seat, or slide your feet in if they're extended. From here, stay on top of the head, bring the fingertips beside your head and lift your seat. Slide your head back a little bit more towards your feet. And then turn your hands around so that your fingers are facing towards the toes. You can stay on your head, and then if you feel comfortable, lift up your head up off the ground. Take a hot breath in and come up. If this is too much, stay in bridge pose. Your shoulders and your back of your head stay on the ground. Lift, rock forward, back a little bit. Try to get your chest forward, your arms and your legs straighter. Expand. Just keep trying to go to the edge every time so that you keep defining a new net edge every time you reach it. And you keep on redefining the edge. You make progress. And then come down softly on your back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Soften everything, relax. Bring your arms up over the head, reach up over the head, and come up to seated any which way you like. Talasana. Just bring your feet together along base. The feet are about a foot and a half away from the body. Kali Mudra. Interlace your fingers and the index fingers together to form a point. Slip your hands over the toes. Bring the elbows out to the side and rest, if you can, your forehead on your feet. Your knees falling away from one another. Imagine if you're looking from above, you can see a star. Your index fingers, your tail are the top and bottom points. Elbows and knees are the side points, six-pointed star. Soften all the attention to the base of the spine. Keep feeling the spine lengthen. Push your feet a little bit further forward. Those of you who are very flexible, maybe get your top of the head behind your heels. Your knees down towards the ground. Inhale, come up. From here, bring your knees back together. From here, either Purvottanasana or bench pose. If you're doing Purvottanasana, you just dig in the heels, throw your hips up. Try to push your toes into the mat. So if you need to, walk your feet a little bit closer so that you can get your toes down. If you're sagging down, you're going to feel heavy and it's going to be harder to sustain the pose. Try to get your chest higher than your shoulders.
your fingers facing back. If too much, bring your feet in a little bit so they're underneath the knees, bench pose. And from here, Bhastrika breath, breathe very fast to the nose. Lower down, bring the seat down, pull the knees in, breathe in, fill up the lungs. If you feel comfortable, do so. If you don't have any blood pressure or anything like that, heart conditions, hold the breath. Bring your attention to the space between the eyebrows. Everything stops. Exhale. Release your breath slowly. Bring the feet a little bit forward. Keep the knees together, left arm up, and press the arm against the outside of the right side. The right hand right down the center of the back against the back. Try not to lean back. Keep the back straight and vertical. Inhale, lift. Up through the chest. Exhale, turn and push lower back in. Turn to look over your right shoulder. Keep pushing your knees against the elbow and vice versa. Keep pushing your knees together. Feel the twist originating from the base, very low in the body, the base dips. Imagine you can see the spine spiraling upwards like a helix. Go to the other side. Right arm up, left arm right down the center of the back, behind, against the back, and push against the right elbow against the left thigh. Release. Make your way down on your back, Shavasana. Softly come down. No hard landed skin, no big drops on the ground. Move softly, quietly. Just prepare to receive all the benefits of the practice now. Be fully receptive to all those incoming gifts. Imagine them coming from all beings everywhere, all beings. Their true nature is love and wisdom, compassion. That's our true nature. Let's try to keep that in mind. And as you bring that all in, be grateful for what you receive. And send your own love out to them. All you need to do is look to this space, the spiritual heart within. In the center of the chest, and the right side of the physical heart. This is a residing place of the highest self of God. So if you bring your attention there and your love there and all the goodness, it goes out to all beings because God is present, equally present in all beings. Through the practice, we cultivate a deeper compassion towards all beings by imitating them, by seeing all the many glorious ways that God manifests God's grace and beauty and love and wisdom and all those qualities, all present within each being. Just tap into all that goodness that exists in all forms. Make an intention to keep compassion at the forefront of all that you do, of all that you say, of all that you think. Repeat to yourself the following sentence 3 times to ingrain that intention firmly in your mind and heart. Compassion is a driving force behind all my actions, thoughts, and words. Come back to that mantra each and every day. So you can carry it out into the world. Say that even in the morning before you make any interactions with any beings. So it's firmly rooted. So now prepare to carry that out into the world. Now make your way back to seated position, mindfully, quietly, reverently. Close with Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Instill the peace within, send it out to all beings everywhere. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to the divine grace within. Namaste. Thank you so much.